Welcome to the Life Poetic with Thomas Keily, your weekly knowledge drop of wordcraft and invocation. This week we're looking at In Grace of Wit by Sir Walter Raleigh. Her face, her tongue, her wit, so fair, so sweet, so sharp, first bent, then drew, now hit, mine eye, mine ear, my heart. Mine eye, mine ear, my heart, to like, to learn, to love. Her face, her tongue, her wit, doth lead, doth teach, doth move. Her face, her tongue, her wit, with beams, with sound, with art, doth blind, doth charm, doth rule, mine eye, mine ear, my heart. Mine eye, mine ear, my heart, with life, with hope, with skill, her face, her tongue, her wit, doth feed, doth feast, doth fill. O face, O tongue, O wit, with frowns, with cheeks, with smart, wring not, vex not, wound not, mine eye, mine ear, my heart. This eye, this ear, this heart, shall joy, shall bind, shall swear, your face, your tongue, your wit, to serve, to love, to fear. Sir Walter Raleigh was an English landed gentry and gadabout in the Elizabethan court around 1600. He had a very dramatic and adventurous life. He was involved in putting down rebellions in Ireland. He ended up exploring South America looking for the city of gold, and he's credited with bringing tobacco to the Western world. He's also a poet and a writer, and this piece I quite love. Like, if you remember, this is written around 1600. A lot of the poetry around that time is very convoluted and lots of elaborate words, and there's a sort of a real endeavour on the poet's part to demonstrate their mastery over words. But if you look at this piece here and the vocabulary, it's all very straightforward and simple. Most of the words are only, we're talking about one or two syllables at most. There's nothing in here that's particularly challenging in terms of the wordplay or the word usage, and this is one of the reasons why it survives, why 400 years later we can read this and we still understand what's happening. A lot of the poetry of that time is quite inaccessible because language evolves and shifts, but here at its simple heart, language is more constant, and so we can understand what he's getting at with this piece. That said, there is a really beautiful craft here with this piece, in the way that there's these triplets marrying another triplet. So the first line here, her face, her tongue, her wit, so fair, so sweet, so sharp. So the first relates to the first, the second to the second, and the third to the third. So face is to fair, tongue is to sweet, and wit is to sharp. And he carries this pattern through the piece. So he's singing the praises of his lover, but singing the praises of each of these elements of her. And the effect of that is, I feel you've got to quite relax your mind, and rather than seek out the sort of the linearity that we often have in language and the way we construct our logic, we sort of got to step back and let the poem as a whole sort of wash across us. Kind of like one of those magic 3D eye paintings where you've got to sort of soften your focus to draw out the little dinosaur that's hidden in the picture. And so this sort of pattern carries through. The other thing I quite love about this piece is, if you look at these things here, he's primarily celebrating her wit. So wit is above her face and her tongue. So she's a very beautiful woman, obviously, and she speaks or sings beautifully, but it's her wit that he's really drawn to, and he marries wit to sharp, to hit my heart. So when he comes back to love, it's primarily in her wit, and right at the end there, she's saying, like, I will serve and love you, but it's this wit that commands me to fear you. And this love is this quite passionate and reverent love for your power and your beauty. So I quite love the way he makes wit the central celebratory tone. Her face, her tongue, her wit, so fair, so sweet, so sharp, first bent, then drew, now hit, mine eye, mine ear, my heart. Mine eye, mine ear, my heart, to like, to learn, to love. Her face, her tongue, her wit, doth lead, doth teach, doth move. Her face, her tongue, her wit, with beams, with sound, with art, doth blind, doth charm, doth rule, mine eye, mine ear, my heart. Mine eye, mine ear, my heart, with life, with hope, with skill, her face, her tongue, her wit, doth feed, doth feast, doth fill. O face, O tongue, O wit, with frowns, with cheeks, with smart, wring not, vex not, wound not, mine eye, mine ear, my heart. This eye, this ear, this heart, shall joy, shall bind, shall swear, your face, your tongue, your wit, to serve, to love, to fear. This has been the Life Poetic with Thomas Keily. See you next week.